Hello everyone, hope you're all having a wonderful day. AussieSim2 here, and today guys we're going to be going over an issue that I see that's kind of divided a lot of people in the community, and that is the tier 1 playlist being a little bit of a joke. It's a bit of a joke, and we'll get into that, as well as I am going to be covering more of my camo progression grind. If you are new around here, make sure you like and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel out, guys, and let's not muck around. Let's just start off with talking about the tier 1 playlist. Yes, it's got a lot of people divided. I know a lot of people saying it's good, and on the other hand, a lot of people are saying it's bad. They just don't like it at all. And the main reason for that is because it's not hardcore game mode at all. It's kind of like a mash between realism and hardcore, because in hardcore, in the other Call of Duty titles, we've had hit markers, and you're kind of able to see like what kind of kills you're getting, like long shots, like point blank, like one-shot kills, all that kind of stuff. You don't get that. But I suppose you do have the audio cue to let you know when you're hitting enemies. But again, like, it's just super janky. Like, you might miss a shot with a sniper or a shotgun, and you kind of need to be listening if you actually hit him or not, or if you actually killed him. There's been plenty of times where I like double shoot and I've actually killed him the first shot, and I just, wasn't paying enough attention or wasn't listening because of the friggin' explosions and everything going off in the background. There's no kill feed. Like, in hardcore, it was very like opacitated down, but you could still see it on the left-hand corner of your screen. The kill feed was there, and I do like the kill feed because it kind of gives you a little bit of a sense of direction, even though you don't have a mini-map or anything like that. Not that the mini-map does anything for us in this Call of Duty anyways, but it kind of makes the game feel a little weird. I'm not saying that like it's bad or anything like that. I do personally enjoy the game mode. It is different, and it took me a little while to get used to. But it doesn't mean it's bad. Just because I might not enjoy it as much, or maybe the next person doesn't enjoy it, doesn't mean it's a bad game mode. It's just weird that they kind of put realism and hardcore together and made like realism hard, real hard, coreism. Like, what is this game mode? No wonder they called it tier 1. It's because they've literally just slapped hardcore and realism together. It's really weird. I also forgot to mention this as well, guys. In this tier 1 game mode, you do have 30 HP, which is kind of like what you have in hardcore. But in realism mode that we did have in 2019, you did have 100 HP. And that's kind of why it is like a mash between realism and hardcore, because of those HP differences. And they never really advertised this. I don't think they even said that it was just going to be a hardcore game mode. I'm sure someone that probably might have done a bit more investigation or a bit of detective work might be able to disprove that and be like, hey, look, no, they definitely said it was going to be hardcore, and they fucking released this pile of steaming dog shit. I don't think they ever said that it was just going to be hardcore. They just always advertised it as tier 1, and it's going to be, and I think Charlie Intel and all those other kind of leakers were saying that it's going to be like tier 1/hardcore. Well, it is, but it's like realism and hardcore. It's kind of weird. Another big issue with this game mode and on the maps that we have inside Modern Warfare 2 is that it's too campy. You thought people camped before, now people literally, they have glue stuck to their boots and they can't move out of the angle that they're holding. They'll sit there the whole game and just get easy kills because it's hardcore. Like, why do you need to move around? You move around, you die, apparently. So I can understand why people might not like this game mode as much. It feels a lot campier than it used to be. And that mainly comes down to like the movement and everything in this game, where we're a lot slower. It's a lot slower of a game. Even though it's a fast-paced game, like, people play the objectives and weigh the map, but overall it's like the movement itself is just slower. So I feel like that plays a big part to people just holding angle the whole time. Like, one person will go cat B and they'll have like C and B, and that's it. They don't need to do anything else. They'll just sit in angles, sit in buildings, and just hold you out. It's super frustrating. It kind of makes me not like this game mode, because hardcore is meant to be a game mode where people like to go and do their camo challenges. And I mean, Shoot House is pretty good. Shoot House is in the tier 1 playlist. So when you do get Shoot House, that is quite enjoyable. I feel like you could use just about any gun, and you're probably going to get a few kills on that map fairly easily. But even then, I feel like the tier 1 playlist now is for like people that want to do sniper, AR, LMG challenges, because that's all the maps are really promoting, is for you to cap like 2 points or sit on the hard point and just watch the long angles and make sure no one gets onto that point. I just find it really funny that they delayed this mode and then they brought it out and it's not even really the hardcore game mode. I wish they could have just said like, hey guys, we've got realism, we've got hardcore, we're jamming them together and it's going to be the tier 1 playlist. I feel like that probably might have actually got people a little bit excited, like, whoa man, new game mode, they're putting hardcore and realism together, oh this could be sick. And then people would give their opinions after they play, oh I don't really like this, I want hardcore back. Which is kind of what's happened anyway, but it would have been cool if we had got some, you know, some kind of communication. Here's a thought as well, why can't the devs let the people decide what they want to play? Why can't we have a hardcore and a realism game mode? Like I said before, there's nothing wrong with this game mode. It took me a while to get used to and warm up to, and I think it is a lot of fun. It's just so funny the way it's all gone down. It got delayed, a lot of people were pissed off about it. It's been released, and it's still not been what some people wanted, and people are still pissed off about it. I think it's just a massive joke, and no one really knows except Infinity Ward and Activision. So let me know what you guys think about the tier 1 game mode. Do you guys like it? Are you guys enjoying it? I am still using it to do my camo grind because, you know, it is essentially still hardcore at the end of the day with just realism sprinkled all through it. But it is still good for doing camo challenge. I still do kind of enjoy it. I warmed up to a little bit when I first tried it on stream. I did not like it at all, but that was mainly because it wasn't hardcore. Like I thought it was just going to be a hardcore game mode and I got real hard. Now quickly, just before we dive off here, for anyone that cares about my camo grind progression, I have got all the shotguns. I have got all the shotguns besides the Bryson 890 to gold yet. So this is one I need to work on. This is the last shotgun I need to do. It is a friggin' pain in my ass. Same with the Expedite 12. I absolutely hate this weapon. I absolutely hate this shotgun too. The other Bryson and the Lockwood, they're fine. They're really good shotguns. These two, they're not that great. They're really just not that great. But yeah, when I do finish doing the shotguns, I will be moving on to snipers. I feel like I'll just do the sniper class since there's a new sniper as well. Might as well just knock that off the board. And then probably move on to like pistols or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm just going to keep tracking along until eventually we have every gun gold. And then I will have to go back and do all the platinum challenges to get polyatomic and then do all the polyatomic challenges for Orion. Love it. Absolutely love it. But that's basically it from me, guys. Appreciate all the love and support as always. And I'll see you guys next time. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.
I'm so sorry.